What's up, guys? It's Chris with Sorare in the States here to give you our top 5 players for next MLS season. I'm here with my co-host Nashi here, and we're going to get straight into things. So, Nashi, who is your number 5 overall player to have next season in the MLS?
Well, as you know, you've got to build the base of the team, and the goalkeeper is an important part in football and a very important position in the MLS. A guy I think is going to build on his career so far in the MLS. A great one so far is Maxime Crepeau. He's off to the world cup with Canada. It's a huge occasion for him and the nation. I think he's going to come into the new season off the back of that, full of confidence, fully inspired. I think he's going to have a great season behind a very good LAFC team.
Nashi, don't be sleeping on my boy David Ochoa either. If he comes back to DC United, I could really see Wayne Rooney kind of setting up shop, having a really defensive-minded team, and Ochoa has shown he's got the chops to save a lot of shots. If they invite pressure on and they take a lot of shots at DC United, Ochoa's going to rack up a bunch of saves and rack up a bunch of Sorare points. So if he stays there, David Ochoa, definitely a good one to have.
Very good shout, mate. All right, now we've got to build out of the back. We were pretty unanimous on our choice for defender to have next season. Who was it, Chris?
For sure, a guy that's not even playing right now, Miles Robinson from Atlanta United. You can kind of tell, right, the quality that a guy has when he goes out of the team and all of a sudden the team falls apart. That's Miles Robinson, and to some extent Brad Guzan for Atlanta United. Miles, and even with the U.S. national team, Miles was definitely missed. So definitely one that we're looking to get back next year, and he's been dominant in the past. Yeah, I think pretty unanimous with both of us saying that Miles Robinson was our favorite defender for next season. Next one, we're going to go number 3 overall player that you would like to have, and I know you have some thoughts on this one, Nash, so I'll let you take it away. Who's your number 3 overall player for next year?
We just spoke about Robinson and the impact that losing him had on the teams he plays for. This next guy, we know his quality, but the impact he had. He joined the LA Galaxy midway through the season. His name is Riqui Puig. Up to that point, the Galaxy was struggling, but since then, he's almost single-handedly dragged them into the playoffs. They've secured the spot, and he's been absolutely incredible. Top pedigree from Barcelona. So Riqui Puig is in there for me. Really excited to see him next year. So Riqui Puig, number 3. All right, number 2 on the list. Where are we going, Chris?
A guy that's been here, done that. He's been the best player in the MLS for a couple seasons now. He's up in New England, but a guy by the name of Carlos Hill. You might have heard of him. He's still dominant this year, even though New England's kind of taking a step back, which is really impressive. Hopefully, New England can kind of get that step forward again, bringing in guys like Barrero, Vrioni, a guy at the back, and Petrovic as well to kind of lock down the defense. It's got the pieces of being a pretty good team again. Carlos Hill is that guy that stirs the drink. So we're definitely going to be looking for Carlos Hill as one of the top players in the MLS next season. Now, Nashi, I know we have one more to get to. Before we get to the last one here, definitely make sure to like and comment below who your best player is in the MLS for next season. But Nashi, who is your best player for next year to pick up?
There's only one man. It could be the magician, the Italian wizard, up in Toronto, Lorenzo Insigne. He come into the league. We had doubts about the physicality. We had doubts about the Toronto team around him, whether he could make an impact. They've been put to bed. Obviously, Toronto haven't hit the heights anywhere near what they can do yet. Them collectively haven't been great, but he's been still, under them circumstances, putting up numbers. We know how hard it is to come into this league and make an impact, and he has done that unanimously. So I can't even wait to see what he's going to do with some rest in his legs, coming in fresh. The team's going to be more together, more surrounding him and helping him play his best. I'm really excited to see him set it alight. It's not an underdog story. We all know his quality for the last 10 years, but Lorenzo Insigne is that guy. Do you have any agreements with that, or?
Oh, for sure. Toronto is going to be absolutely sick next year. Francisco Bernardeschi is also there, which should be really, really fun to watch. Get them a whole season of kind of being in the MLS and getting used to the travel. And by the middle of next year, they're going to be firing on all cylinders and going to be an absolute joy to watch. So definitely go and get your Toronto FC players now while you still can.